are now, hold on, they don't pay for this, about to witness the awesome, crushing might of the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper! Welcome, my friends, who are shown extremely not by any. This is version of 339. You just love the show Stomper. I'm your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Double, toilet, double, fire burning, all just bubble. Round about the cauldron go. Yeah, you know the rest of it. And let's start the down. But first, let's have Bob Wiley. If you had been in that time, you would have known what it was. Now, Bob Wiley singing us in like he has every week. It's 2007. It's Stigmata. Calling of the Just. The song is called Intro All of Nothing. Still available from Revelation Records in Huntington Beach, California, where they shoot you to death in nightclubs. Hit your car with a hammer and run your mayor pro tem out of town, open up a substandard restaurant in Central Florida. Revelation Records, they don't advertise either, but they sell a CD and I sell them. Listen well.
I'm on my way back nowhere. I took my time with
That could not be somewhere, but I'm taking a real good look at you. I'm taking a real good look at your face. So be a payback is always a nothing. My friend, might have joined the. Thank you for listening. So, anything new happening, Mr. Robinson? Anything at all happening that's new? Well, a few things. Well, let's go back. Let's go back and do it. Those of you who showed up, one of you showed up who listens to the show at the Lydia Lunch, Eugene S. Robinson matinee at the Great American Music Hall. And I know he's a radio DJ, and he had me holla, "Look what you made me do!" for the radio, reclaiming it from Taylor Swift, who came along after I made that my tagline and stole it from me, nary a dollar exchanging hands. Oh, sorry, I gotta plug this in. Hold on, I forgot. Hello, yeah, there we go. So the one of you, hats off to you. Did the station ID for KFJC. That was very, very nice. I'm a little hoarse from it all. And I went into the studio a little bit hoarse. I think it was Thursday. I don't quite remember when, or maybe Friday. And sang on the Standards record. Eugene S. Robinson sings. I think I could have probably done a better job. I did 2 songs. Fever, not the Peggy Lee version, but the R&B version that came later in the 50s. And the second song is I Gotta Be Me. And I think I did a fine job on this, even allowing for the horse thing. But I Gotta Be Me is a deceptively difficult song. I don't know if any of you have tried to sing. Here, we're going to take a side jump here. Rise Above by Black Flag. Now, when I had the group Blackface with Dukowski, I figured easy. Let's start out with that one. Everybody knows it. Well, by the end of the song, I was exhausted. Never called that. Prime Shape, exhausted at the end of that song. I said, okay, why? Oh, I figured out why. Because every time I saw them play it live and I sang along, I just sang the chorus. Maybe a few lines from it. jealous cows, right? Yeah, okay, they try to distort what we say. If you have to sing all those lines and the chorus, it's fucking exhausting. The song was much harder than it seems. Hats off to Keith Morris, Chavo Pederast, and Rollins. The three singers I'm most familiar with of Black Flag. And Dez, most singers I'm most familiar with of Black Flag, because that's a hard fucking song to sing. Same with I Gotta Be Me. I don't know if you know the song, but at the end he goes, I gotta be me, I gotta be free, I gotta be whatever can be, I have got to be. This is worse. It's tougher than the what is the thing that they sing at baseball games? Not the Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem. Tougher than the national anthem. No matter how deep of a register you start, I've got to be. I have got to be. I've got to be. You fucking can't. It starts by you can't do it. Can't do it. So I said, I'm mastering this. And it was causing me to have a crisis of confidence. And I said, wait a minute. I know who I am. I'm Eugene S. Robinson. And Eugene S. Robinson would finish it like, I have got to be me. And that's how I finished it. Now, early in the day, my record label out of Atlanta was calling me. They're desperate to know how'd it go. Out of the first two songs, going to be 8 songs out of total. Hey, first 2 songs. I go, you tell me. And they go, oh, well, we haven't gotten them yet from the Monty, who I put up on Instagram, Monty Valier. And he's okay. Monty says, I'll send them. I'll send you 20 minutes. Sends them. Crickets. I've heard nothing but crickets. Now, to my knowledge, there's only one record ever in existence that I've ruined. I'm not even going to mention it anymore because the guy was upset and he's never spoken to me again. Special Gunpowder was a record. Maybe I'll mention it. And his fan base completely rebelled, turned on him, maybe have ruined his career. I don't know what to tell you. I did the best I could. So backing into the week, that's where I end up going. Yesterday's matinee thing, which I went into hoarse because of the singing with Lydia Lunch at Great American Music Hall. I was torn. The piece I had planned, it just seemed to be a little weird kind of myopia just to get up and do that piece and then talk about anything else that happened in the week, right? And then I said, and this is, if you've read the Substack, you're going to be able to follow my line of thinking much more easily. You know me. My first in the Substack, I'm going to make a reference to it. Sorry if you don't subscribe to the Substack, you should. It's called Look What You Made Me Do. Find it on Substack. Just type in Eugene S. Robinson Substack. I said that when there were fights in the audience, you had the do-gooders like Ian Mackay and Minor Threat and the Jello Yahoo Biafra and the Dead Kennedys would stop it. This is not what we're better than this. This is not why we come together. But they would try to stop the fights. I don't like that. It's like, fuck it, man. Whatever. Now you let these knuckleheads ruin my fucking aesthetic experience, my aesthetic musical experience. I got you. I'm not digging on it. And then you have Black Flag. We just play. Whatever's happening there, not our business, your business. We don't care. We're going to play. I don't like that either. You don't see me get my head stomped in front of you? There's got to be a third way. And the third way was where I found myself at a show and there was savagery occurring in the stage. And I don't say this in the Substack. And I looked down, and as a stage performer, you know that your stage is sacrosanct. That's the thing with comedians and hecklers. You can't let anybody come in and steal your stage. Oh, look at that Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle skit. It's from some movie. I don't know what it is, where Bowfinger maybe. I don't know. Where Eddie Murphy plays a heckler who is ruining Dave Chappelle's set. You can't relinquish the stage. You can't. I'm singing. I see this savagery breaking out. I believe I was somewhere in England. And I rushed to the edge of the stage where it was happening. And by the time I got there, Eugene was there. And I was like, fucking kill each other, gouge his fucking eyes out, kill him. And all of a sudden, much like I did, with my kids growing up, it was always much easier to handle your problems with yourself and have dad be involved. And the audience had did the same sort of calculation. Kill him. Fucking grab his eye. Just stomp his. There's the Tom Hardy movie where he plays the American, this motorcycle gang. I don't even remember what it was called. I just watched it. It was that's right. Another version reboot. And he has a big fight with this guy who he snubbed. And he goes, what do you want? Knuckles and sticks and knives? The guy goes, knives. And he shows up to the fight, and the guy pulls out a gun and shoots him. Yep. You want fair play? There's no fair play. Fair play. You watch it? What you some John Wayne movie? Fair play. There's no such thing. You bring the gun, you shoot him. Any complaints? My favorite is a guy who kills two people. He's got a pleasure cruise boat. People rent a charter fishing boat, gets into some argument over cash with two of his customers, shotguns him to death on board the boat, then turns to his first mate and says, hey, give me a hand getting rid of these bodies. In the court, they all got arrested today. In the court, it was like, what the guy was like, I'm willing to be a participant in a double murder if it keeps me from being murdered. Well, so yeah, but you got back and you didn't say anything. Well, okay, well, there was that. But still, the guy's boom, boom, turns you with the shotgun and says, give me a hand with these bodies. The answer is always yes. I'm at the edge of the stage going, let's be philosophically consistent here. Where's this fight going? At what point can you claim to have completely dominated him? Or like a guy I know in jiu-jitsu says, creepily enough, I've started to repeat this in jiu-jitsu because people need to hear it. Men specifically need to hear it. He said to me, but he said very quietly at first, and I could feel a chill. He goes, hey, if I can hold you down, everybody else can rape you. And suddenly it became like a cognate, a corollary for life in America in 2024 to me. If I can hold you down, everybody else can rape you. So I'm reading all this news between Tuesday and today. Healing. We want to heal. We want to be. I know, you got the wrong attitude and bearing. You got to be at the edge of the stage saying, kill each other, kill each other. And of course, that's how I want to come out. Strong as an ox, hot out the box. But then I remember, like I should never forget, that I'm actually a father. And that there are people in this toilet bowl of America. Yeah, Veterans Day is tomorrow. Is it Veterans Day? What you guys fought for those people who haven't fought to be big dummies? And she, sometime in the last 6 months, she wrote me and told me, like I said in the Substack, if you've already read it, it'll seem redundant to you. She says, yeah, you know, it's great. You got this house in Spain and stuff. Yeah, it's wonderful. But, you know, for those of us who have to stay here, it's not cool. It's a drag. Makes me feel bad. You know, yeah, that GW is there. Yeah, it makes me feel bad. So no, nothing. No, I wish you would stop. None of that. Just let you know how I feel. This is my oldest. And I didn't get angry at all. I read it and understood it immediately for what it's worth. And I said, hey, do you think I'm building a house that big in Spain just for 3 people? It's the family house. It's for us to go to. Not just if times get tough, if you just want to change. Yeah. If you just want to change, this is what it changes. You got room to stay as long as you want. The house is big enough where we won't bump into each other. Fine. And on the other hand, you know, you got another compound in Eastern Nevada. Do your mind. Do not feel like you're, like they called people down in Australia, prisoners of the monarchy. Or no, people in Australia called Brits prisoners of monarchy. Pusa, prisoner of the United States of America. You can leave. Yeah, there is. Jimmy wants to know. I'm telling you. So then I realized, well, that's not even the point. The point is, yeah, Enterprise. The point is that you know me, I know you, but parenting is a 360-degree deal. And just because they sometimes listen to the show and sometimes don't, I need to be ethically consistent. And while chaos and blood in the streets is my druthers, while, standing on the edge of the stage, invoking my demon brothers to murder each other is fine. I think that is a misapplication of my powers. But to move me too far off the $200 and passing go on the square that's called nihilism is very tough. It's very tough for an old punk rock guy. We will not do what they want to do, what they say. Oh no, it's a Bad Brains song. It's in the sinews of in the marrow of my blood. I mean, and maybe it's hindsight as well. I lived through 8 years of Reagan. I lived through Nixon. Lived through a lot. Lived through assassinations. Saw the Vietnam War play out on TV. 12 years of 12 years of the Bushes. See it all. It reminds me of the old man in the whorehouse in Catch 22. And they put him up against Clevenger, the idealist. And Clevenger would be apoplectic. Absolutely apoplectic. And the guy in the whorehouse, probably also known as a pimp, was like, hey, the Germans were here, get ready to take a drink. The Nazis were here. We saluted the Nazis. The Brits were here. We saluted the Brits. And now you're here. And we'll salute you too. And when you're gone, we'll still be here. That's a terribly cynical attitude. You go, and yet it's the only attitude that makes sense. Tuesday, we got If the Shoes Fit. We got a new Bad Boss Brief that is coming out. I forget what it is, the theme. I think it's a boss giving you presents or something like that. We got do I get the articles coming out? No, I think it's a pretty quiet week. Trying to rehab my knee outside of that. Yeah. I can't think of anything else. Try not to die between now and then, because the Enterprise, I'm leaving it up for an hour before I go blind on it. Until then, you know what we say? What do we say? Elbow is back. It's back. It's swollen again. I got to go that's right. I got to have it drained. I'm not even going to show it. You can see it even through the clothes. It's disgusting. I hate it. We'll take care of it. Until next week. Look what you made me do! Don't die. Don't die, bloody. Don't die.